Hey, what's going on, everybody? Movie fan here. Of course, I'm joined with my lovely girlfriend, Maya. And yeah, I took last Friday off. Normally do reviews on Friday. I did a hectic week last week, so we're back to our regularly scheduled, week. What are you doing?
Hair on your face.
I'm gonna hair your face in a second. Oh. But yeah, so we're back to our normally scheduled stuff right now. And speaking of which, today is the first round of the Monday Showdown. And yeah, we got an awesome tournament, tag team tournament, and we got 4 teams consisting of a final guy teamed up with a final girl, and we got 4 teams with a universal monster and a hammer monster. Throw them into a bracket, and we'll see what comes out. So here we go. Tag team action on the way. Up first, we got Arkin from the Collector movies, teamed up with Sidney Prescott from the Scream series. And those were brought to us by Brett Fitzgerald. And they are going up against Scott from Leprechaun 3 and Amanda from the Saw series. Which I know is kind of iffy, but if you watch Saw 1, she's a final girl in that one, so we'll let it slide. And it was brought to us by Maya. Alright, so Arkin and Sydney on one side, Scott, Amanda on the other. Sweetie, I'll let you go first.
Scott and Amanda.
Alrighty. Any?
They're gonna team up, like, do their secret skills and take down.
What are their secret skills? What are they going to use to employ here?
Okay. Scott's gonna use his magic coin, and
so he's gonna go full Leprechaun in this thing then.
Yeah.
You guys remember in Leprechaun 3, Scott becomes a half man, half Leprechaun. And yeah, that's that. All right, so he's gonna go Leprechaun. That's what helps him out.
And I don't know about Sydney yet.
You and Amanda?
Yeah, Amanda.
Oh my God. So either way, you're going Scott and Amanda though.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, turning into a Leprechaun, that's tits. But I feel like that was a once in a, he gets bitten. The coin didn't turn into a Leprechaun. He got bit by a Leprechaun. And then he changes back after he kills, or after they get rid of the Leprechaun at the end. So I'm kind of just going Scott human on this one. Because I just feel like that was a fluke, him turning into a Leprechaun to begin with, and then going back. So I feel like in almost every kind of scenario, that's very limited. And even then, I think maybe Arkin can do it. Arkin's a badass. Arkin is a fucking badass. But he's smart, and he also not just intelligent, but he's also got a lot of good common sense. Like, he knows it's fucking retarded to go back into the house. He's forced to go back in the house in the collection. But he makes dues what he has, and comes out all right. We saw him. We know he's a fighter. He can kick some ass. I think he takes Scott pretty easily because Scott was just a naive kid on his way to
college.
Yeah. And the kid was stupid enough to get sidetracked in Vegas. I mean, come on. It's not going to be much of a fight there. I do think the Sydney-Amanda fight, like while Arkin's just curb stomping the shit out of Scott, I think that's a pretty interesting dynamic, the fight there. Because, I mean, they're both chicks. They're about the same size, But Amanda's crazy. Like, we've seen she'll do whatever it takes to win, regardless. Like, she'll fucking cut up on a motherfucker and pull a key out to get herself out. And then, of course, she does, and, knowing what we know now, the rest of the series, she eventually does go, full out, I guess you can say bad guy, maybe not, depends how you look at it, I guess. But, no, she has what it takes. Now, her downfall is she's very unstable. Not a whole lot going on. It's a little, it's a little unhinged up there. Whereas Sydney, not much of a fighter, because it seems like every time someone puts on the fucking Ghostface outfit, they just stumble a fucking lot. Like, she just gets lucky more than anything else. But she perseveres. She's smart enough to know, what to do. She has made it through 4 fucking films. And I feel like it's pretty evenly matched. So after Arkin's done, beating the shit out of Scott, he go over and just pimp smack the shit out of Amanda and they'll get the pinfall. So I'm going Arkin and Sydney on that one. So, all right. Next match, we got Frankenstein's Monster from the Universal series. Teamed up with the Wolfman from the Hammer series. And this is brought to us from Random Ross. And they're up against Dracula's daughter. I believe only seen in the film Dracula's daughter, teamed up with Dr. Frankenstein from the Hammer side. So we got Peter Cushing. And that was brought to you by me. So we got Frankenstein's monster and the Wolfman going up against Dracula's daughter and Frankenstein's and Dr. Frankenstein. Right off the bat, it's so uneven because Frankenstein's monster completely fucking invincible, kept coming back. The Jason Voorhees of the 30s and 40s, like no shit, like you couldn't stop this motherfucker. And he gets a Wolfman who's just fucking wild and ferocious and will tear through anything. Dracula's daughter only made one appearance to my knowledge. If I'm wrong, please correct me down below. And from what I remember from Dracula's daughter, which I really loved the movie Dracula's Daughter, I thought it was a damn good movie, but she's not much of a fighter in that at all. And Dr. Frankenstein, I mean, come on, he's not much of a fighter either. But in all fairness, I haven't seen all the Hammer Frankensteins either. I know I threw them in there, but I haven't seen them all. I'm definitely seeing more of the Universal than I have the Hammer stuff.
Any of them.
But I don't see Peter Cushing going up against either one. In fact, in a tag match, either the Monster or Wolfman could just hang outside on the apron and let the other guy do all the work. It wouldn't even then, it'd feel like a reverse handicap match because it's like, well, shit, these two ain't gonna take down that, at all. So I'm going Frankenstein's Monster and the Wolfman. Sweetie, got Frankenstein's Monster and the Wolfman up against Dracula's daughter and Dr. Frankenstein. Wolfman and Frankenstein's Monster. All right, moving right along. We got the Creature from the Black Lagoon teamed up with Dracula from the Hammer side. Christopher Lee. And that was brought to us by Mr. Dog Pound Man. Mr. Dog Pound Man. And he's going up against Ash from the Evil Dead series. And Nancy from Nightmare on Elm Street. And that was brought to us by 13th Wolfman. So, sweetie, you got Creature from Black Lagoon and Dracula going up against Ash and Nancy.
Dracula.
So you're going with the Creature from Black Lagoon and Dracula.
Yeah.
Any reason behind that?
I don't like Ash.
You don't like Ash?
No.
Are you fucking kidding me? We're breaking up. Jesus Christ. On this one, I'm going Ash and Nancy. Nancy's resilient. She's smart. She can set traps, shit like that. Once again, they are in that kind of, And I do think Dracula will probably actually put her in a trance and maybe bite her and fuck her. Either way, you got Ash. And we're taking Ash, overall. Because, in the first one, he was kind of more running for his life and whatever. But certified badass by the end of Army of Darkness. And so I got to go Ash, in that state. And I've always seen clips of Creature from Black Lagoon. Parts of it. Haven't seen it all.
Haven't seen it.
I know. At one point, he gets out and he's wearing a suit walking among us. It's the creatures among us. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. I don't know if he had super strength. To me, he's a fish man. A chainsaw will cut him the fish sticks just right off the bat. So then what you're left pretty much with is Dracula versus Ash. Now, I will grant you that yes, they are in the ring, they're fighting. But guess what? I think Ash will take his licks. But guess what? We're in an open arena. We're at Wembley Stadium. And guess what? It's like 4:35 in the morning. And dude, Dracula's getting cocky. See, we all know Dracula's cocky, and he's fucking retarded when it comes to telling time. He is. The dude's always like, oh shit, the sun's coming up, and I didn't even know it. I've been immortal for thousands of years, and this is the first time that this has ever... No, fuck you. So I think while he's kind of whooping up on Ash, who at the same time is fighting off his own partner, because now his own partner is turned against him because she turned into a vampire as well, I think that sun's going to creep up, and boom. Because let's face it, Ash is also lucky as fuck. But he also has the brawn to back it up. And he has the chainsaw. And his boomstick. And I think that's going to be enough to overcome Dracula. And then, of course, after Dracula explodes in the sun, Nancy turns back because, she was bitten and the curse was broken. So yeah, I'm going Ash and Nancy on that one. And finally, we got Dracula from the Universal side. And we'll say Bela Lugosi, although there has been several actors to portray, not betray, teamed up with Frankenstein's monster from the Hammer side. Got a little nice cross there. Which I haven't seen on Frankenstein. I've seen the first one, and it has Christopher Lee. So I don't know who else played the monster beyond that. But going up against Dutch from Predator, teamed up with... Oh, and Dracula and Frankenstein's monster was brought to us by the man with no name. Glad to have you back, buddy. You're up against Dutch from the Predator movie, and Aaron from You're Next. So, we got Dracula, we got Frankenstein's monster. We got Dutch, and we got Aaron.
Aaron?
From You're Next. She sticks the fucking blender in the dude's head at the end.
Oh.
Yeah. You're Next. We saw that in theaters.
I know. We own it, I think.
We do own it, I think. So anyways, okay. Dutch is a certified badass. There's no doubt about that at all. But one thing I think people forget is he never killed the Predator. The Predator killed himself. Granted, if the Predator didn't off himself, I'm sure in a few minutes he probably would have. He would have fucking smashed his head. He could have. That's the point. He could have killed him. I don't think Aaron's going to be much of anything in this match. And that's the problem. You put a final one of these humans up against monsters. The monsters will almost always overtake, especially in a straight up street fight. If we were in the city, or maybe she's in a farmhouse and she was putting traps up, maybe. But we're in a fight here. I do think Dracula's weakness will be the same, though. I mean, I'm not going against that. Just because it's a different actor or whatever, I think the sun will fucking come up and I'll be like, oh shit, the sun's up. I had no idea. And then, and yeah, Frankenstein's... Now, I have not seen all the Frankenstein movies on Hammer side. I don't know if the same rules apply. Is he fucking invincible like they were on the Universal side? I don't know. So there's a lot of what ifs here. I don't know. So I'm just going with Dutch and Aaron because ultimately I don't know. Can you just drop Frankenstein's monster? Can you catch him on fire? Can you set him ablaze? Can the Inferno match come to play and we throw his ass in the fire and he's just done? I don't know. But I gotta go. I gotta go with Dutch and Aaron on this one. Sweetie, Dracula,
Aaron. Frankenstein
against Dutch and Aaron. Go Dutch and Aaron?
Yeah.
Want to add a little bit of analysis to that, or?
No.
Alright, so you've been great. Thank you very much. Alright, so guys, there you go. We got our matches set right there, all 4 tag matches. I'll run down one last time for you guys. We got Arkin and Sidney Prescott against Scott and Amanda. We have Frankenstein's monster, Universal, and the Wolfman, Hammer, going up against Dracula's daughter and Dr. Frankenstein, Hammer. And then we got Creature from the Black Lagoon and Dracula, Hammer, going up against Ash and Nancy. And then we have Dracula, Universal, and Frankenstein's monster, Hammer, going up against Dutch and Aaron. So, you guys gonna do at this point, drop that shit down below. Hit me up with your votes. If you guys want to do a video response, by all means, have at it. Facebook, Twitter, guys, we know what we're doing now. This far into the tournaments, we know what we're doing. So hit me up, guys, and that's all I got. Sweet, anything else to add?
Nope.
All right, we got an interesting tournament. I'm really digging how we're kicking off this thing. So can't wait to see who moves on. So all right, guys, till next time.